so and so, no, I'm not reading it. Please see the underlined portion, no, rest. The CBI will send this again for retesting by AIMS and some other level.
You have said in the status report that CBI is.
Now take the postmortem report once. Because it is shocking. Kindly take the top column and see whether all the wearing apparels were produced before the doctor,
Just 1 second, let's see that.
of how it has been tampered. And the undergarment.
Do you have a copy of this?
No, I don't. But now compare it with the UD case.
Mr. Solicitor General,
Yes.
officer is present.
Yes.
Just ask him to take this report in his hand.
You have that.
The first line on the top. If he doesn't want to disclose, no problem.
You have an answer you can give. You.
No, if it is coming in his way of investigation, he may not. We just want to know.
He knows he can also answer. But first line,
Just read it in your mind. The very first line,
your lordships are on this line, Manoj, and
you have this report, right?
correct. I'm just, to understand.
Just
this line, we
give
are
it.
assisting your lordship with.
Correct. The one which we have marked in red.
Correct.
No. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Therefore, Manoj, I was also a little confused.
Sorry. Wait a minute. I'm marking it.
Yes,
Now it is bracketed with pencil.
correct.
Have they looked into this? Is it in the form of some interpolation or something? Did you get it?
Yes. Lord, that is under investigation. The time difference is a matter of investigation.
You
That's
have
what,
said that in your status
yes,
report.
and
Therefore, page 9 of your report,
Look, sir,
Roman 4.
what fell from you, some of the aspects which you have highlighted are the subject matter of the investigation by the CBI. So obviously at this stage, when CBI is looking into it, we should not be commenting on it
We
presently.
appreciate that there was a previous FIR. That lordships kindly just take two steps and give me just 1 minute.
How do you say that there was a previous
I'll
FIR?
explain to your lordships. Lordships will kindly take section 173 of the BNNS of the new code. It says on receipt of an information, an FIR is to be lodged. Now, what does 176(3) state? 176(3) of the BNSS states that if an offense is above 7 years, and a forensic expert has to be called for. So on the receipt of an information regarding an offense, so there has to be an FIR. Without an FIR, 176(3) cannot come into play. The forensic team was there in the afternoon. So they could have only been called under section 176(3). So there has to be a previous FIR, because if there's no FIR, then you can't call the forensic team.
It's okay.
We are being led to believe that the first registration of the FIR takes place at 23:30 hours.
That's right.
There was a previous FIR which was there. Now, Lordships also appreciate one more thing.
Possibly, he says there has to be. There has to be, not there was. Possibly, as I understand him, he said there has to be a
The
previous.
forensic team cannot come.
Otherwise, forensic you can't call.
There was an
176
FIR which has been
status.
suppressed or has been destroyed. By whoever, I do not know.
Yes. Okay.
Honorable,
As a-
kindly take the PM report once, kindly take the
So
top
look,
line.
at the same time, we have now looked at the status report. We have looked at what has been produced by the other side. There are UD entries. One is 542. Sorry, GD entries.
GD entry.
The GD entries, 540.
Right.
1 second. 542 first.
10 AM. Well, that is also wrong.
That's a matter of, that is a matter of investigation.
Has to be at the,
That is a matter of investigation. Today, on the record that has been handed over, and CBI has also referred to it, is 542, 565, 576, and then
575, then 570,
565, 576, and then
577,
and 576 and 681.
no, then 577. That is the formal FIR.
Not leaving the brief aside, the problem is, my lord, we are dealing with, my lord, whenever rape and murder takes
These
place,
discrepancies which you have pointed out, CBI is alive to them. And on the basis of these discrepancies, CBI's further investigation is going on.
Yes, let them investigate.
See the sample. Now the vaginal wash, the blood had to be preserved at 4 degrees centigrade. These three doctors purposely did not preserve it at 4 degrees centigrade. Now that sample might be contaminated. It has to be preserved at 4 degrees centigrade.
Well, if the CBI,
Not
if
me.
the-
But therefore, I say that
doctors
this is
are-
something very serious. I'll tell my lord, your lordships, in case of a rape and murder, the first 5 hours are crucial. Well, the first 5 hours is the period where you have to cordon off the area. You cannot have an ingress and outgress. Whoever wants to come and go, they take pictures, photographs, evidence is destroyed. And thereafter, after 5 days, if we enter the scene,
That's why
we have our own challenges.
We asked, the first question which we asked was, has the CCTV footage between 4:30 in the afternoon onwards been handed over? To
yes,
the
it has
CBI?
been.
They say it has been.
Well, we've got
No,
the
the
document of
27
handing over.
minutes.
CBI says that they have it. Let them look into the.
27 minutes only, not.
No,
No, the entire, we've got
Just
the
a second.
handed over document.
There is a little bit of a confusion on this, Mr. Solicitor. What CBI has been handed over, which you have also said, is about 23 or 27 minutes
20.
of 27 minutes pertaining to the actual search operation which takes place and the inquest which thereafter has taken place. We wanted to know whether you are in possession of the complete sequence of the CCTV between the time that the accused leaves the hall
Well, I've got
and
the
the
document.
events
But
which
my lord,
take
the
place.
CCTV
over
will
document.
only show the accused entering, etc. Here
No,
the
no, no, no,
crucial-
no, no.
Who else, Mr.
Crucial
Solicitor,
evidence.
who else entered after the accused deadline?
Just
And
hand it
who
over,
dealt with
hand
the
over memorandum.
Look into these aspects.
Well,
We will.
Tell us on the next date of listing, because these are obviously, now that some leads have emerged, we'd like you to further investigate and come back to us.
I just want to mention,
But only one.
can I have a word? Can I have a word?
My lord, may I just speak on behalf of
Only-
the student?
Well,
Only a minute, ma'am. I'll just.
Yes,
in the
sure.
date.
this would go on till.
Different.
It's all there.
I just want to,
Lord will
Does-
kindly-
May I just say
Manoj,
two
may I?
words?
Whether the X-ray plate, because Manoj, the body was found, the legs were found at a 90-degree angle. Now, 90-degree angle cannot take place without the hips being broken. Manoj will kindly see in the postmortem report whether the X-ray plates have been handed over to the CBI.
Lord,
Whether the X-ray was actually done or whether the X-ray plates were handed over.
We've got the photographs with us.
Mr. Solicitor, just one question from your officer. When the body is dispatched from after the inquest for the purposes of the postmortem, you have that letter by which the body is dispatched for postmortem.
Yes, Manoj, it is there, form number
Arey, wait, wait.
5363.
Once again, how will you
Let
have
me
it?
have-
We-
No,
we are
I'm not
asking-
saying, I'm seeing the form number.
Obviously, we're saying it with a certain purpose. We want to see that.
It will be a
I-
long.
I'll check up, my lord, and.
You know that.
Yeah, it is there. Because it was shown before the High Court, before the High Court I argued.
Can you just, 1 second,
I don't have it. It was before the High Court, it was argued.
just 1 second. Let's not get into these bickerings. We have flagged a document. We want to see that document. Do you have the document here?
Yes, I'll just check. Immediately. The body was handed over. From.
Ms. Astha, do you have the document?
We just were trying to see. But in the meantime, I just
All the
mentioned.
dead body chala.
Lord, in the meantime, can I
Just
just?
1 second. So only deflect. Yeah, on one particular issue, let's seize that issue and then
Yes.
see if there is a satisfactory answer.
Yes.
Otherwise, CBI will look into our query by the next day.
But there is also an antecedent aspect to what the Lordship has. Yes, yes.
Till they find out, my lord, your lordships have kept it on 17th. 17th. Can it be on 18th? 17th would be miscellaneous day. That's the only.
We'll get a little more time.
Yes, but, no, miscellaneous day has its own problems, your lordship knows.
But let them
18th.
investigate. it.
Mr. Sibal, do you have it?
But I only have this that is handed over, dead body challan that's handed over. That's all I have. To the family. Yes, to the family.
But not the family. It was from the
Come on now.
person who does the UD.
Let my lord, the
would be
chief
different.
justice,
It's
see
not
the
about
doc.
This is the blank one. It would be like this. This is blank one.
I'm sorry, Malad. No, who can
This
read
is the
this?
blank one. It would be like this.
This is not what we are asking
No,
for.
no, I'm just saying
This
that's
is-
all we have at the moment.
Disposal order accompanying corpses sent for cremation. This is when the body is given to the parents. for
Malad,
cremation.
I cannot find the document immediately.
We are just trying.
This is the only thing we have at the moment. That's all I can say, Malad.
Because when the body is dispatched from the postmortem after the inquest,
Well-
surely the doctors who act on that and do the postmortem would first look at what is given to them.
We just look at it.
It would be like this. No, no.
You just have the format.
This blank form.
All right, let's see the blank format. This is a challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination.
Yes.
Where is that filled out challan?
But there is part of the case that because it was shown in the High
You
Court.
wouldn't know it. How, let the CBI say. We asked
was there.
we asked the state of West Bengal whether they have it here in the court. Let them give it to us.
It should be part of the case diary. That's all we can say.
That is not
What's
given to
the
us.
form by which you handed
That
it?
is not given to us.
Not be given to you.
That's what, my lord, my hand.
That's very important.
It's not in the file which is given to us.
Ms. Sharma, where is the challan when the dead body was sent
We're trying
for?
to figure out, Malad,
for
where it
the
is. We're trying to
postmortem.
figure out. Huh? See, let's not state something unless we are absolutely sure what it is.
Month later, and they're still figuring it out.
It's of very crucial importance because this form also has a column which says remarks noting what clothes and articles were sent in with the body, which means that together with the body, other things which have by then seized, which have been then seized,
Must have been.
and other material is also sent to the doctors who conduct the postmortem. We want to see that.
It was definitely a part of the CD when I argued the matter before the High Court.
His diary.
The last column. Are you sure? Make sure. Given, maybe. Or may have given, we don't know. They say they have not seen this and the file handed over to the CBI does not contain this document. But it appears from the argument of my learned friend that it exists because according to him, it was shown to the High Court.
No.
Without this, my lord, the postmortem doctor cannot accept the body.
Postmortem doctor will not carry out the PMR, the postmortem, and he will not accept the body because first and foremost, he has to have a request in the challan that please, this body is being sent for the purpose of
On the
examining.
challan, he gives a seal saying accept it.
Mullah, your lordships will give us time. We'll try and place everything before the court.
There, Mr. Sibal.
It's not, Mullah. We've checked it up. It's not there.
And CBI says that they also don't have the document under which the body was sent.
To us, that file does not contain.
What
this
I'm
document.
told is that the CJM came, Mullah, and he filled it up himself and there's no separate form. That's what seems to have happened.
Was the postmortem carried out without a,
Again, it's
without,
impossible. It's
without
impossible.
a formal dispatch of a request to the postmortem doctors to carry out the
Not
postmortem?
just an administrative form, it's a
Mullah,
statutory
I
form.
don't have that information. I can only
Just have this postmortem report in hand. You
in
must
hand,
be having
postmortem
it, right?
report. Yes, we have it, Mullah.
Now see the third column.
Yes.
See the third column on the top of it.
Third column.
Constable by whom brought.
Yeah.
So this constable is supposed to carry this.
This challan.
Okay.
He is supposed to carry this.
Yes.
And if there are any relatives accompanying, the names of those.
Sure.
Now, it has been struck out.
Blank. That's blank.
So there is no reference of this challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination. You need to explain.
Yes, certainly, Mullah.
So tomorrow, if this document is missing,
Yeah.
then something is happening.
Yeah, sure, Mullah. Sure. So we'll find out, Mullah, as to why this is brought. This is why it crossed.
বইটা পাঠাবে।
To that effect. Mullah, we'll file the affidavit to that effect, Mullah, so that we can't be making statements, Mullah, in this fashion.
Solicitor, please do, if you need that, and that has not been forwarded to you, CBI should make a requisition for that.
No, certainly, my lord, we will have to end that fact being
But if
absent
he
in the
Also,
postmortem
this is in
report.
light of the fact that learned counsel says that when the matter was argued before the Calcutta High Court, that was part of the CD.
It was one of the video, it was live, streamed live. The lordships can call for the
Part of the CD.
particular link and see it for your lordship says that it was shown. In fact,
But in absence of mention in the postmortem report, the possibility of it having been created subsequently cannot be ruled.
That's subject matter of investigation.
Investigation, I'll not say anything more.
Investigate. What has been created subsequent?
All right,
Nothing has been created.
all right. Should we,
File an affidavit,
we'll
Mullah.
move on to next
Yes.
Tuesday after this is
Yes,
over?
well,
My lord,
we have-
Wednesday, my lord, Tuesday is a miscellaneous.
All right, Wednesday, Tuesday is miscellaneous.
Lord.
Keep it on Wednesday.
Lord, may I,
Wednesday, no. Wednesday.
One
18th.
second.
Well, Wednesday is 18th, that PMLA matter starts on Wednesday, Mullah, please don't have it on Wednesday.
All right, we'll keep it on Tuesday after the miscellaneous board is over.
Yes.
So may I just say
Lord,
one
may
thing?
I
It's
say-
one thing.
Mullah, can
No,
we-
but just one thing. So we are 1 month down now since this death took place. We do not have any clarity about the estimated time of death. I thought the postmortem report, which normally says, may not be exact, approximate, but we still don't, what is the West Bengal's case as to when this death took place? I would imagine they would say it's before 5 o'clock
Clarity
sometime.
on that. There is some clarity on that.
Yes. In the CBI,
There is clarity on two aspects.
yes,
One, when the body was discovered,
yes.
there is some clarity on when the body was discovered. And there is some clarity about the movement which takes place in or around the room where she was staying for the night, where she came in late after the
But then the person,
stomach contents also reveal that,
she had a meal.
yes, that's right.
So there should be one more aspect then. The person who actually first discovered the body or learnt of it should actually be the first informant. And the time of his knowledge should be the time of the first information report. So the delay starts from there.
There's a delay of almost 14 hours in recording the first information report. It's very clear that there's a delay of about 14 hours. At least 14 hours.
14 hours, at least, yes.
My lords, if I may, with regard to the other investigation that is happening, with regard to the financial irregularities.
That CBI is investigating, but right now that is,
Exactly, the CBI is
obviously we have started that investigation, but we are on far more pressing issues at this point of time.
My lords, the trouble with that, the difficulty with that, and I am for those 25,000 doctors, which include, in fact, whistleblowers who have placed and are assisting the CBI and have placed documents with the CBI. Now, some of us are still in RG Kar Medical College, some of us are in the health department, and there are threats, frankly, my lords. So what we are seeking is that, my lords, just seek a status report for next time, because the two are inextricably connected, my lords, as the High Court has found, in fact, that the two are connected.
The nature of the link between the two is itself the subject matter of the investigation which is going on. Let's
Absolutely.
not say much more than that.
Absolutely. So we are not seeking that we see the status reports, of course, my lords. What we are seeking that, my lords, keep track of that.
Three issues.
Your
I want.
lordship,
I
your
also did
lordship,
not
may I
deviate.
just say,
My lord,
Their person-
only a minute,
lordship-
only a minute. Mr. Sibal was,
Ms. Rudra
no,
has been-
Mr. Sibal was to explain why the administrator or my lord, superintendent was immediately accommodated somewhere else. But I did not start with that.
my lord,
He was to explain that.
your lordship had told us to give the names of the miscreants, some of the miscreants that we know in RG Corp, and give them in a sealed cover. So, my lords, may I just give the names in the sealed cover to your lordship?
Of those who vandalized the.
Of those who vandalized, who came to the scene, even tampered with the scene. So I'll just give
Look,
this sense.
One second.
Well, there's
Before you
nothing was
make a statement
tampered.
tampered with the
Fair,
scene,
my lord.
Yes.
please be a little careful. Tampered with the scene is a very strong word to
I
use. but
just-
The vandals
no,
tampered with the scene.
I'll just show your
Look,
lordship.
Please
three
allow the
photographs.
CBI to investigate.
No, I'll just show your lordship 3 photographs. Can I just show in sealed cover 3 photographs? That's all.
You want us to make any observation that the
No,
crime scene was
I just
tampered
want
with?
your
Look, the
lordship.
investigation
Your
is going
lordship,
on.
just look at these photographs. We've got them for
Follow.
your lordship. And give these names, please. And give the names to Mr.
Don't know what.
Kim.
For whom, eh?
To DSG for the details. The junior doctor. West Bengal front.
Well, the CBI has till date not said that their seal has been broken.
Sorry.
I don't know why these statements are being made.
See, I'm not saying
The
anything.
CBI itself does not say so, but you are saying
Please give me a second.
you
My
can't,
lord would
just
see
can't make
this
statements at
was-
random like that.
Rudra,
My
what
lord,
time are these photographs
just
taken?
me-
What time are they taken? What is the
My
date?
lord, this is at where the body is there. Annexure A2.
Time.
My lord, this is on that
You're
day.
having a
On the day of the incident, and I've given the name of the person who is, and very many other persons who are unauthorized, who are going to that place. Then your lordship would see page 2, annexure 3, where I've given other persons. They are all walking in and walking out as if it's not a scene. The very next day, my lord, just look at page 3, annexure 6. They
This
break.
made our work a little more challenging. She's right. And but
One second. And last page, which is most important, my lord, just see the last page.
We saw the last page.
So what I'm saying, if nothing
if the manner in which it is you can make out that this has been redone at a later time. Otherwise, there would be struggle, there would be some signs, there would be some stains. This is completely
Mulaj,
botched up, and the very next day they demolished
Right, you made your point. I think he has
next
also
two
pointed out
rooms.
some-
But that,
Can you?
what was,
or
my learned friends not be
next,
able to explain it. What was that? That was the toilet, which
please?
had a basin and the tiles on the wall. Now the entire tiles have been changed and the basins removed.
Please.
So even if you do the luminol test now, which is after washing of a crime scene, there's a test called the luminol test. Even if you do the luminol test, you will not come
who
to
has
know
said
whether
the tiles
the
been removed?
accused actually went over there to wash his.
Who has said
hands,
tiles have
legs.
been removed?
It's a
And
part of
Lord,
the
we are
report. It
also
was done on the
asking
10th.
I don't know what.
that
And
Mulaj,
because the luminol test now fails, because the entire tiles
Mulaj,
and the thing was changed.
my Lord, two
Mulaj, may I,
Serious investigation.
Mulaj, may I make just a,
My Lord, two other
May I just-
requests. One, CISF is letting people go to the emergency room without checking the iCards because people say they are doctors or they say they are staff. Now in West Bengal, about 1 lakh odd people are civil employees who are over and above the police. And therefore, they seem to have identification cards without any verification. So they walk in and out. People who say they call them civic volunteers. Now that's dangerous. And this person was perhaps one of the either touts or a civic volunteer who's
He was
gone
a
in.
civic volunteer himself.
Yes, that's what I'm
Huge
saying.
Jesus.
They may call themselves whatever, but they have no identification.
Mulaj,
no
we are the one who
verification.
arrested him.
This is going on because the moment that they say we are doctors, people are going-
CISF personnel are in charge of the security of the hospital.
remove.
Obviously, they have to
Social.
take adequate measures to ensure that any person who's seeking to gain access to the emergency ward, it can't be a random access to anybody.
Cannot.
Otherwise, how are the doctors protected? So CISF has to tighten up the measures on who can access the emergency wards also.
Correct.
Yeah.
It can't be that any random civic volunteer can have full access to the entire emergency ward, which is where all the doctors are on duty at critical care facilities in the hospital.
That is
Mulaj-
being done. Mulaj, that is being done.
So please ask the CISF company to ensure that
It is
all-
ensured. I
all-
can assure your lordship, it is ensured.
that
She is saying.
all necessary security and safety precautions are adopted
Shall-
for protecting the doctors,
That-
especially
And
those who
what-
are on duty at RG because they were there, right?
My Lord, one more request. On social media, photographs of this victim are being floated. These may be taken off.
Hmm.
I'm requesting if that
That-
a general
Must
direction
respect
can
the
be
dignity
given.
of the.
Because this is not
Of course, it's
permissible
not possible
anywhere in the
to-
world that it should be sensationalized or whatever.
But the photographs which you have produced before us at random,
Because we were there, all of us were there, many
We're
of
taking
us,
pictures.
so
10, 20
Photographs are
were
every,
there.
you mean to say you took the photographs?
My Lord,
course.
I mean, several persons,
Where did
Just
you get those
to-
photographs from?
the scene of crime was not cordoned at all. People were
But
walking
tell
in.
us, therefore you took those
It is
photographs.
our suspicion that the two seminar rooms was where the crime may have
You're
happened.
also showing
which
all
are
these
being
photographs and
published.
how do you get possession of these photographs?
My Lord, the fact is that they are being circulated. And this person,
Is-
one of the persons, I've given the name of some 10, 20 people who are the main miscreants and in this hospital. And my Lord, all other hospitals there are having this
The-
issue.
Mr. All council, we are going to direct that the photographs of the dead body of the deceased have to be forthwith removed from all social media.
Absolutely.
Correct, correct.
Because
Absolutely. We agree entirely with that.
damage has been done by the
Yes, yes.
circulation of these photographs.
See,
It said that all social media posts
Mulaj, even the seizure list, Mulaj,
circulating
Not the
the
only one aspect on
photographs
this.
of the dead body of the deceased shall forthwith be removed to ensure the privacy and the dignity of
Dignity.
the victim.
No,
Yes.
direct.
Of a family.
Direct.
may I add
Not
this,
something more than that.
including the seizure list, because there are issues of privacy involved. Matlab, seizure list includes all the garments, all the other things, matlab, with photographs, all this is being circulated. Matlab, therefore, all this must stop.
Obviously, that leaked when you were in charge of the investigation.
No, not at all, just the opposite. Published on 4th of, matlab, published on 4th September, when the hearing is on 5th September.
Mr. Sibal, we'll,
My lord,
Only add one.
This is not fair, matlab.
we'll see what happens
Well,
on the next occasion.
Matlab,
There's a form
ये form दे दो जरा.
Police.
53.
One addition, my lord, I would request. My lord, only one addition I would request. Direct and indirect photographs, because my lord, some of the photographs I have seen, the girl had a specific, my lord, hairstyle. So they remove the face, but the hairstyle is quite recognized.
During the course of the hearing, it has emerged that during the course of the hearing, the court has been apprised of the, into invert commas, challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination, into invert commas, complete, full stop. The Solicitor General, on the instructions of the investigating officer of the CBI, states that the above challan, duly filled in, is not a part of the file which has been handed over to the CBI for investigation.
Sure.
Stop. Paste with the above. Paste with the above. Is faced with the above, it has been submitted by the learned counsel appearing on behalf for the original petitioners before the Calcutta High Court.
One of the petitioners.
Appearing, Saabka naam likho. For one of the petitioners before the Calcutta High Court, that the form was, as a matter of fact, produced before the Calcutta High Court during the course of the hearings. Stop. The form is unavailable with Mr. Kapil Sibal, learned senior counsel, and Mr. Asta Sharma appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal at the present stage.
I just want to know whether it's form 5370.
5371.
I have 5370.
Sir, can I just see?
What does it
I'll
say?
be able to tell you in 1 second.
It says, matlab,
Changes now.
formation of.
It is another
Not the-
peer.
No, that's for cremation.
No, not for cremation.
Yeah.
I have 5370 here, matlab.
Show the.
Can you show it to us for a second?
Yeah.
वो दिखाइए जरा.
No, you give this.
नहीं, ये अलग है.
The identity, matlab, of the
Covers the one.
deceased. Name of deceased.
Number 53.
53 under
This is
174.
form number 54.
We wanted form 54.
54.
This is WB form number 5371.
This is form 53. matlab.
Even their file doesn't have, my lord, that's.
वहां पर आपने
So,
जो into
that
invert commas
justifies by
बताया,
saying that we.
वहां पर लिख लीजिए into brackets WB form number 5371. The
पता कर लो.
ERB form number 54 dash Vide rule 282.
Milord, these
A
CIs.
copy of the form, a copy of the form duly filled in, which shall be produced before this court on the next date of listing.
Milord, we have complaints.
My lord,
1 minute.
also to produce form number 5363.
What is 5360?
That is the case, when in a case diary, you have 172 in the old form. My lord, start date, end date of an investigation for a particular day. From there, your lordships can call out what exactly happened in this case after the investigation started. From there, your lordships, the first entry has to be the UDA case number, because it was lodged at
That is form 5363.
5363.
You have a pro forma of the form?
At the moment, I don't have it. But I can hand it over
Case
to.
diary would have been handed over to the CBI.
Please do that, to me, I'll hand it over to this.
Well, let's,
It says case
Just
diary
look at form 5363 and keep it ready on the next date.
536.
5363, sir.
Just keep it ready.
Three.
We'll examine it on the.
find out.
Milord,
my
various
lords, one last thing that my
colleges-
lords may record.
various colleges. One,
task force will be doing its work. In the meanwhile, CCTV cameras and distress
Yes.
call systems be installed in all hospitals. So that should be implemented firstly, Manoj. Secondly, Manoj, I have a suggestion that there should
We
be
filed the report, Manoj.
connectivity between all hospitals and the nearest police station. That's one. And secondly, Manoj, whenever a complaint is filed, why should a victim have to go to the police station if there is any incident of violence or harassment? The management of the hospital should be the complainant. That's second. And thirdly, Manoj, we should go beyond the CCTV cameras. There should be wearable devices, as a badge or on the wrist, where if there is any violent incident, that should be immediately, that should lead to an alarm.
That we have asked the committee specifically to formulate it.
That's due tomorrow.
We expect the committee to come out with its
My
recommendation.
lords, that's due tomorrow. Could that be placed then on the next occasion? Because our doctors, my lords, are working, they're back at work and they are not feeling safe.
Mother, they are not
So,
back at work. This
my
is one of the issues I've raised, Mother.
25,000 doctors are back at
So,
work.
Sibal, we would expect the state of West Bengal to put into place, even without waiting for the report of the National Task Force,
My doctors are.
basic measures for ensuring.
We have done it, Mother. We've done it already, Mother. We filed an application.
Status report merely indicates that funds have been sanctioned.
No, 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 no.
Not
no, Mother.
indicated what steps have been adopted on the site.
Report, Health Secretary says all that, Mother.
Milord,
But can I,
Milord, the CISF,
If there are goons
If-
in the
Mother,
hospital.
can the liberty, Mother, at least to address your losses for 5-7 minutes, Mother?
That's the report of the health department.
Yes, yes.
Let's see what you have done.
Mother,
One second. Because there's a moment of silence is not a reason for everybody to just,
says State Department, so your losses may see by page 1, 2, the surveillance, the rest.
no, page 1 is state government has issued comprehensive guideline on 19th August.
Next page.
Next page, Mother, next page.
Sanction 37.28
No,
crore.
no, and after that, CCTV, Mother. CCTV surveillance cameras in medical colleges, other hospitals, state government has taken and installed additional CCTV cameras in all government.
1,747 CCTV cameras were functioning in medical colleges. Why would this offense have taken place?
Yes, yes, yeah, you're right, you're right.
But state government has taken the initiative to install additional 6,178 CCTV cameras. Are being constructed. 893 additional duty restrooms are being constructed. Illumination is, state government is looking at the installation.
That naturally, Mother, these are not, they're not available there, Mother, so we have to do this right away, Mother.
But tell us one thing, what is it that the state government has installed at RG Corps, for instance? Tell us at RG Corps what
Today,
additional equipment has been installed after we took charge of the matter.
All right, I will tell you that, Mother.
Not just that sanctions have been issued. We
No,
want
no,
to
no,
know
your
what is
lordship is
the,
absolutely
what
right.
is the, what is the progress on the ground that the
Let's
state government?
kindly see, we have said at page 4, Mother, that we are taking up works regarding security infrastructure upgradation of RGKR Medical College as suggested by CISF and assigned an amount of 50, that a copy of memo dated so and so, so and so. State government has given
taking up
distress
work. Tell
helpline
us-
numbers. CFS told us we are moving forward, Mother, in that direction.
Tell us by the next date
Very well.
on what steps have actually been implemented on the ground.
Sure, Mother, we'll do that.
we are back to
Definitely.
work, my lords.
Definitely.
And let the district collectors, we look at the government hospitals, let the district
Para
collectors.
7, Mother.
Just one
Para
second,
7.
please. Let the district collectors engage with the heads of each of the government medical colleges and ensure that whatever steps have to be taken are taken in the next 1 week.
Very well, we'll do that. But in the
So,
meantime,
Milord,
may I be able,
We'd be very
can
grateful.
I have 5-7 minutes of your
Yes.
lordship's time, Mullahs? I'm sorry to trouble your lordships. Mullahs, kindly have a look at page 5 of this report, Mullahs. Para 7. So see the problem that we are facing. 23 people have died, Mullahs, because they don't come to work. Para 7, further, the resident doctors of different medical colleges and hospitals across the state have been abstaining from duty for the last 28 days. The healthcare system is facing severe disruptions and can come to a standstill as resident doctors are the backbone of the healthcare in government medical colleges and hospitals. Due to continued ceased work, public at large is suffering. Some of the details are as follows. 6 lakh individuals have been denied treatment as resident doctors are not attending OPDs. Where do we go from here, Mullahs? causing the delayed number of attendees of government medical colleges to drop from 70,000 to 40,000. This has restricted access to specialty and super specialty treatments, especially to poor patients such as cardiology, oncology, neurology. These facilities are only available in medical colleges. Cardiology treatments such as stenting and angiography have been withheld for approximately 1,500 patients. Then, 20 cases of deaths have occurred. In the meantime, we are now, another 3 have died. They don't go to work.
May I answer
And
that?
1 second.
My lord,
They
may I
Your
answer?
lordship said last time, I remember now, allow me to please say something. Your lordship said
Can
last
I-
time that you must
can-
go back to work. They
Can
don't
I
go back to
answer?
work, and
Can I answer that?
1 second.
None of our doctors are stressed.
Before you answer it, allow him to make his point.
Yes,
Exactly that.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
So, therefore, your lordships may now indicate in your order
Say something.
that, if they don't go back to work, then proceedings will be taken against them. But it can't be, that people die, they don't go to hospitals, and, if it's a cancer treatment, we are sending them to pilot hospitals, and they are dying there because they can't get this treatment.
My lord,
We have, may I help you, booths, we have set up all over
let
they have
me
ransacked
answer.
those booths. This is what's happening on the ground. But because we don't get any time to even address your lordships on issues. And I'm very happy, that at last we've got an opportunity. Then what's happening is, now protests are taking place all over the state. There is no program that is submitted to the police. There is no route that is submitted to the police. There is no permission sought from the police. They are protesting all over the place. Now, what do we do? This is what's happening on the ground. And now, it's turned into something entirely different, which I don't want to mention,
Who's appearing for the Doctors
My
Association?
lord, I'm appearing for the doctors.
I am
and
for senior
If I
doctors, my
show
lord.
your lordships the
See,
photographs,
doctors are
41
involved.
police personnel have been injured.
Senior doctors.
One has lost his eye permanently.
Senior
And
doctors.
I've seen the photograph.
Not by doctors.
And they are denying treatment to the police. That's the other thing that's happening. And there's blood over their bodies, I have the photographs with me. If I show them to you, your lordships
My lord,
will shock.
I-
Page 60.
My lord, I appear for the
Let's kindly
doctors
see now.
grant.
Let's kindly see the page 69. Yes, kindly see page 69.
If you can give us what he is saying.
Page 73 of our status report, of the police report. Kindly, just give me,
The state was
allow
quite
me,
silent.
one
Lord.
second, please.
State
Mr.
was quite
Solicitor, I
silent
never
when your lordships
interrupted
were
you. Allow me to
examining the
say
offense.
something.
Now the state has
Mr.
become
Solicitor,
aggressive.
allow me to say something, please.
Lord,
Doing this all the time, interrupting whenever we, kindly come to an extra 44, page 73. Allow me. Please allow me. This is not fair, mothers.
As authorities of the state of West Bengal,
Mothers,
they have said that a person had died within
Mother-
continuous and profuse bleeding.
Allah.
But that was a statement made on the social media by one of the.
mothers, kindly see 73.
On duty, are they not on?
No.
My lords, if I may
Allow-
clarify, there are two
Can I-
sets of doctors.
can I address your lordship
One second.
one
Yes.
by one?
Order. Do we record the assurance of all the council appearing on behalf of the doctors that you are on duty and you're not abstaining from work?
They are on
We are
duty,
not
they are
on
not,
duty.
and they will say why.
Just address
We
your
are on
lordship.
duty.
1 second.
Can I
Ms.
address
Silvia,
your lordship?
Yes, what is your statement?
So our statement is that the West Bengal Calcutta doctors, junior doctors are not on duty. There are 1737 hospitals and nursing homes in West Bengal, in which 1500 are fully on duty. Senior doctors, even in the balance, 200 odd are also on duty, but the junior doctors are not on duty because
Across the state of West Bengal?
no, Calcutta, only Calcutta.
Yes.
So the figures are for the whole of West Bengal, but the ones who are not on duty are in Calcutta and its periphery. They are not on duty because they are still getting threats. People are being told, we know your father's in government service. We know what you will face.
No
I have
complaint has
given-
been filed, they
I
say
have-
anything.
1 minute. I have filed an application. I have given in sealed cover the name of some of the miscreants in KG Corps, RG Corps. And I have given a detail of at least 5 or 10 hospitals.
Sutra, we
and
will
college-
direct that if the doctors resume work immediately, no adverse action shall be taken against them presently because of the fact that we are seized with the matter.
My lord, can I
But equally now, if they do not resume work as doctors, then we can't restrain the state government from taking disciplinary action. That's entirely within their jurisdiction.
My lord, first the action has to be from miscreants who are actually threatening them day in and day out. I've given examples of complaints by Burdwan Hospital, Midnapur Hospital, Medical College, Kolkata. I didn't want to burden your lordship, so I gave 4 examples in Calcutta itself, where there are threats to the doctors from within and without, just because. So we had, obviously, my lord, all they are asking, we should have separate rooms, separate toilets.
These,
I'll tell your
what
lordship,
are the threats about?
the threats are they are just bullying, beating. 1 minute, because several of these persons supported the RG Corps protests. So many of them are being victimized. There's a group which is being headed by a medical forum. I don't want to name it. I don't want to make it any political. I'm only saying apolitically that it cannot be that just because these students, and they are doing volunteer duty just outside the hospital in camps. They are working in various health clinics, and I can show the photographs.
Might as well go
So-
back to your work.
No,
in the
because
hospital.
there we are receiving. So what I'm saying, we need a room for females to rest at night because 36-hour duty. We need a room for males separately. We need toilets for them. We need CCTVs. We need senior women, CISF people near us so that we are not threatened. I have no difficulty. If I can work inside, I can work inside, but I have to have
They're
a
not working.
safe environment. And I have given a sealed cover. Sorry,
Ms. Luthra, just give us
sorry,
30 seconds.
sorry, my lord. Just-
If you have the information on hand,
Yes,
you may give it to us. At a time, doctors, they work for 24 hours,
yes,
correct?
yes.
At a time in a given shift, how many resident doctors work?
Okay, I'll find out, Mullas. I'll find out. I don't know, Mullas. I don't know. Mullas, may I request, apropos her complaint,
Female doctors are there
I'll
at a
find-
time. in a
I'll find
shift.
out. I don't know, Mullas.
Totally, how many public hospitals in the state of West Bengal? Is it correct?
Mostly-
1737?
Basically, Mullas, all the really healthcare network is in Calcutta itself. The large part of the network
How
is in
many,
Calcutta.
how many government hospitals are there?
In Calcutta or all over the place? In West Bengal. Government hospitals in West Bengal. We'll just find out, Mullas.
And in Calcutta?
We'll find that we should be able to.
All right, ऐसा लिख लीजिए.
About 24 or so.
Just 1 second. During the course of the hearing, a grievance has been made by the government of West Bengal in regard to the mass abstention from work of doctors from government
Junior
medical
doctors,
colleges.
my lords.
Uh,
My lords, it's
Junior
junior,
doctors.
it's only junior
Words
doctors.
in his mouth, right?
Sorry.
Of the क्या लिखा? Of the abstention from work of resident doctors of
Yes, my lords.
medical colleges and hospitals across the state for 28 days, as a consequence of which the healthcare system is facing severe disruptions. Full stop. Paragraph 7 of the status report, paragraphs 7 and 8 of the status report, which has been filed by the Health Department of the state of West Bengal, are set out below. Copy down that. Next. We are of the view that before that, we say the state of West Bengal must take necessary steps to create a degree of confidence, to create confidence in the minds of the
All doctors.
of the doctors, that their concerns in regard to security and safety are being duly attended to. Full stop. In order to ensure this, all the respective district collectors and superintendents of police shall take stock of the situation and ensure that necessary conditions have been created for ensuring the safety and security of all doctors in the government medical colleges and public hospitals, including, into brackets, provision of separate duty rooms for male and female personnel, semicolon, bracket 2, availability of toilet facilities for male and female personnel, semicolon, and bracket 3, the installation of CCTV cameras. Full stop. In the affidavit which has been in the status report, which has been filed on behalf of the state police, it has been indicated that funds have been sanctioned by the state of West Bengal for setting up additional CCTV cameras in the government medical colleges and hospitals, and for carrying out necessary structural work and for carrying out necessary work towards creating other attendant facilities for the doctors. This shall be continuously monitored by the district collectors in conjunction with the superintendents of police. Full stop. In order to create a sense of confidence among the doctors, we also direct that in the event that the doctors report for duty within a period of on or before 5 p.m. tomorrow, no adverse action, no adverse disciplinary action shall be adopted by the state of West Bengal. Full stop. Moreover, in the event that any complaint is made for their abstention from work for the antecedent period, full stop. In the event that any further complaint is received in regard to the lack of safety or, as the case may be, security, such complaints shall be promptly attended to by the superintendents of police by making suitable arrangements with the local police stations concerned. However, if there is a continued abstention from work, despite the above facilities which have been directed to be put into place, there may be a likelihood of adverse action being adopted in the future, which may best be obviated by the return to work. Full stop. The resident doctors must be aware of, cannot be oblivious to the needs of the general community whom they are intended to serve, and should reciprocate by returning back to work within this period.
May I just? One second, hold on. I've not yet finished. Allow me.
This is one aspect. One, we are only 2% of the doctor force. We are just junior doctors. So we just senior
But
doctors.
you can't say others are working, so we need not work.
No, I'm not.
You have to get back to work.
I'm unsafe. I'm only saying, give me 3 days. And let them put an affidavit of
Giving you 2
compliance
days.
in place.
Yeah, we are giving you 2 days. We have asked them within these 2 days for them to
Very-
take necessary steps. That's why we didn't say today. We have given until 5 p.m. tomorrow, right?
Malaz, may I now?
Public outrage. Again,
What is all this is? What is-
yeah, but one of the most associated with that a boy died out of bleeding. Yeah,
Anyway, look, we are not here to either lend a ear to the politicization of the matter or other. All that we want to, 1 second, we want to ensure that due security and safety is provided to the doctors, but equally, the young doctors must now return to work and attend to their patients.
Well, one second, I haven't finished. I haven't finished. Just allow me, please. I'm on my. Yeah. Well, let's see what the protection is. Well, let's see page 73.
We know what is happening on the ground. All that we want to assure the doctors is,
Yes.
first, return to work. We have said that that the district collectors and the superintendents of police will monitor the situation. They shall provide adequate facilities to ensure their safety and security. They must now come back to work. You can't say that, well, others are on work, therefore we will
No,
not
no,
work.
that's not at all an argument.
But
I'm just
Equally,
saying that,
equally, we have put everybody on notice that if they do not return to work,
yes, yes.
then please don't hold anybody responsible if disciplinary action is taken, because then
Lord,
we
we are
can't prevent
more
any
than
government
willing
from.
to work if we are working outside.
Hold
But
on,
don't-
hold on. May I finish? Malaz,
May I say one thing?
What? I haven't finished, my dear.
There is a threat.
Take your turn
And I-
after lunch.
Luthra, we have therefore taken
Mal-
care of your submission on the threat. We have
Yes,
said
yes.
that.
My lord, the names of the miscreants, can I give it to this?
Give it to Mr. Solicitor.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
There are several miscreants in this hospital itself. We are
Malaz,
giving the
Malaz,
names to the solicitor.
Malaz, may I finish, Malaz?
Yes.
Now kindly turn to page 73, Malaz, of the police status report.
So what is that?
Well, just have a look at it, Malaz. There are some photographs your lordships will see, Malaz.
Yes.
Give it to my lord.
One second. let me check. You filed it, right?
Yes, we filed it. Therefore, I'm saying, yesterday we filed it, we circulated. We have hard copy now, Malaz.
Latest report by Kolkata Police.
Page 73, Malaz. Annexure 44.
Sir,
It may be given to
44.
us, otherwise I'm not.
it only goes on to Annexure A37.
No.
Page 73.
Page 44, page 73. We've got hard copy. Just have a look at it, Malaz.
Very small.
PDF
78.
PDF should be 78, I believe, Malaz.
Anything else left? But that's, he's dealing with. Action against threat culture.
On the ground, Malaz.
Therefore, we've asked the doctors to come back to work first and foremost. And we've seen this as well.
Yes. Okay, now, Malaz, then two more things. Number one, Malaz, there should be no protest without an application to hold the protest, and the route to, they just hold the protest without informing anybody.
In the last order, we have clarified that when we said that you will not take any action against peaceful protesters,
Yes.
we had equally said that.
One second,
Respect of any protest which.
well, see what is happening.
And protest will
Allowed,
not be, any protest will not be at the cost of their duties.
yes. This is not clarified. This was not clarified, Malaz.
In the last.
This is not the doctors. These are not the doctors, Malaz. Malaz,
All right, let him say what he has to say. We got your point.
this,
Nobody has protested beyond duty time.
Kolkata's letter was sent to the protesters on the Kolkata police, wherein that sought for certain information. But in that letter, it was categorically all the necessary information was served upon the police with regard to rally the mark that is going to be.
no.
Everywhere. All statements.
Malaz, which court are we in, Malaz?
Unleash their force, no regulator.
Well, this.
Kolkata police, nor the West Bengal police, they did nothing on the part of the regulatory.
All right,
And it's beyond duty.
one last word, and then we are going to rise for lunch.
Malaz,
Yes.
We want to ensure that the doctors resume work.
only one thing, my lord, they hope-
Doctors are in the system to render service to the patients. We will provide every kind of measure of security to the doctors, but they have to reciprocate. We have said that no adverse action shall be taken.
Yes, please.
My lords, if they are also protesting and joining work,
We have CCTV footage. Well, that's-
When we said that no, yes, 1 second, we said that, why don't you hear what we said? We said that no adverse action shall be taken against the doctors. Mr. Sibal, please ensure that those of the doctors who resume work, please don't take
Of course,
any
Mother,
action.
it's our duty. It's our duty, Mother.
It's
It's our duty. This gentleman who is before your lordships, I have got videos, photographs, he's throwing stones.
Lordship, there has been
This gentleman.
Lordship, a threat culture has been established in
Mr. Sibal, Leonard Senior Counsel, states that no action, including punitive transfers, shall be adopted against the doctors who return to work in terms of the directions and stipulations.
Lordship, the peaceful protesters also, right?
Mother, kindly see.
Because the individual who was found to throw stones.
Yeah.
These sort of submissions come from.
Can you- 1 second, are you trying to address the gallery outside the court?
That's what he's doing.
1 second. Can we just, I've been noticing your demeanor for the last 2 hours. Can you first lower your pitch?
I'm sorry,
Please
but-
lower, 1 second. Listen to the Chief Justice. Don't raise your voice. Lower your pitch.
My lord,
Second, you are addressing 3 judges in front of you, not the large audience which is watching this proceedings on the video conferencing platform. 2, Mr. Sibal's statement, we can't start recording every police officer's statement here, right? Mr. Sibal is representing the state of West Bengal. We have recorded that there will be no adverse action, including punitive transfer. You said transfers. We have said, therefore, no punitive transfer shall be resorted to.
Lordship,
Right? Therefore, there's
Lordship,
no
one
point in
thing.
raising the
No,
pitch.
Lordship, the peaceful
The
protesters
last thing is
who had
the application
participated
we
in-
have filed. Well, there's an application for
participated
directions
in
that I have
reclaiming
filed,
the
Mother,
line.
which has some really serious things that your lordships have to deal with. Well, the kind of things that are in this application and the statements made in this application will destroy the credibility of institutions in this country if this is allowed to happen. Well, I seriously, I request your lordships.
Sibal,
Yes,
have a copy given of that to Mr. Sultan.
yes, I will do that.
Please give it to me.
I will do that.
Lordship, only
Well,
one thing,
And,
Lordship.
Mother,
Bishops, may I?
your lordships must be on this, decide on the
Lordship,
parameters
May I?
that are to be adopted in matters of this nature. Because this can't go on, Malaz. It will destroy institutions. I can tell your lordships that, if this is allowed to go on.
Well,
Your
Lordship,
lordship,
may I
Malaz,
mention-
lawyers are
Lordship.
threatened.
Lordships, may I
The-
mention?
Our lady lawyers are threatened, Malaz. This is what is happening.
Your Lordships, may I mention an IA? Your Lordship,
Kind of things that have been said, Malaz, your lordships can't imagine.
my lords, can doctors and other peaceful protesters be protected?
Just
Other
that
government employees, my lords?
We have said doctors. We are concerned with doctors here.
My lords,
Concerned with doctors. The others, we are in charge of the matter relating to the doctors because all of it originated in the act of the crime at the RG Kaur College. We are not concerned with the wider aspects of what government employees are doing. That's for the state government to handle their employees. So far as the doctors are concerned, because we are also concerned about their safety. We have said that their safety shall be protected, but they must go back to work. We are very clear about that.
on the matter of
My lords,
peaceful
I seek
protest,
a-
my lords,
If all of you,
Thank
Your Lordship,
7 or 8 people, at least in the last 20, I'm not used to this kind of advocacy where 7 or 8 people are arguing at the same
My-
time. We'll now take up the matter, I think.
my lords,
Your Lordships, may I mention an IA? Your Lordship,
This must stop.
my
Malaz.
lords,
This
if
must
I
stop.
seek a very single
Stop.
direction.
Have-
My lords,
Lord, only one line.
my lords,
Instead of assisting the court,
sir,
the state has sought to politicize, but Lord, I can't help it.
my lords, one line, if I may.
Politicize.
I've
It is
been-
politicized.
It's a very limited direction with respect to the constitution of the NTF, my lords, if I may, please.
If this is called politicization, God save this country.
Yes, my lords.
What do you want to say about the constitution of the
My
NTF?
lords,
Surely you know this, that when an order is passed by the highest court,
yes, my
you
lords.
can't just bring up and say, I want a change in the constitution.
Not a
Why
change, my
do
lords,
you
not a change, my lords. Only one consideration by my lords.
Yes.
My lords, all I pray is that one representative of the dental association may be added to it. And there's a reason for it, my lords.
We have asked the NTF to engage all stakeholders. Are you a stakeholder? Are you not a stakeholder?
We are stakeholders, but there's a reason.
Therefore, all that you have to do is you submit an email. The last time we have created a portal where any request can be made to the NTF. Submit an email on behalf of the dental association.
Sir.
We have these concerns. Please take these concerns into mind. They will hear the dental association.
Yeah, my lord.
Okay.
Your lordships,
Can't
if
keep
I,
adding people in there.
Sir.
All
Your
that you have to
lordships.
do is you have to submit. We have laid down modalities
Sir.
for every stakeholder to engage with the national task force. We can't have individuals now indebted to the task.
your lordships, if I may mention, my lord, your lordships, if I, your lordships, if I may mention, your lordship.
Participating in the day-to-day protest, who participate in the reclaiming of knives and who are also holding their protest peacefully throughout Calcutta or other suburbs area also. Kindly, police should not take any adverse steps against.
What we have said last time
Yeah.
still continues to remain in operation.
Great.
That's not until today. That's an
They
order.
don't ask for permission, Malad.
I may
Don't ask for-
mention-
It's not peaceful. You've seen the
I-
photographs.
Your
Right, that's all right.
lordships, your lordships,
We are keeping it next week now.
your lordships, I have a small submission.
All right, this the young lawyer here, yes.
Your lordships, I appear for senior doctors in the state of Haryana. Your lordships, the state of Haryana had an act in 2009. It has been 19 years, your lordship, there's been no implementation. The first FIR that was even registered was in 2017. Your lordship, what,
We'll have to de-link your matter and deal with it as an individual matter separately.
your lordship, what I
You
propose,
can, instead of the intervention, you file whatever you want to file for him.
I propose, your lordship, I have a proposal, if your lordships may direct the state governments to send a status report to the NTF, so the NTF can take into consideration the ground realities and why have the acts not been implemented till now?
But that's one act.
No, your lordships, there are 21 states which have the act.
No, we have referred to that in our.
Yes, your lordships.
But can we issue those directions in an intervention? You must also know the rest.
Lordship,
Malad,
I'll file.
While your lordships are rising, all this should not happen, Malad. I'm sorry to say, but this should not happen at all. This is-
Can you just pass it?
14 लाख सेलर्स की तरह आप भी फ्लिपकार्ट पे अकाउंट